Gary Justice, and I'm a 10-year technical writer specialist with the Technical Publishing Associates firm, also known as TPA. TPA is dedicated to develop and deliver quality documents to service and support your products not only in the field, but also during design development and production operations. This brief 10-minute video will serve to highlight my writing skills as both a code writer and as a technical writer. Also, I will demonstrate how I have created specialized documents for the training, manufacturing, proposal, and software arenas as well. Please follow along with me. The industrial environment I have experience writing documents and data for are listed here. However, my skill sets can extensively be applied to a wide variety of other industries, limited only by your company's technical resources and project scope. My primary focus on document authoring, both for code writing and technical writing, is creating content in a client-side environment. Now, let me define the difference between the code writer and the technical writer. On the surface, while these positions of these types of writers may appear similar, their focus and the authoring tools these writers use, along with the environment in which they are used, are unique. Let me explain. The code writer creates structured documents commonly referred to as data modules or topics for the Internet of Things. These Internet documents are stored in a common source database where data elements are translated for repurpose and reuse. The contents of these data modules are sandwiched by various coded tags for document storage, document translation, and document display. The code writer uses a text editor or an IDE to author XML, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript tags to craft valid and well-formed data modules to be contained in a CSDB or a dynamic website. Conversely, the technical writer's focus is to develop specification-driven structured technical manuals derived from a contract data item list dedicated to maintain a product or a process in the field. These structured technical manuals are derived from contract specifications and authored by desktop publishing tools supported by templates and style guides. These technical manuals are then delivered to your customers with cover-to-cover content complete and under revision control. Now, let me explain how I will create your documents as a technical writer. The listed document resources shown here are required to develop a content-compliant technical manual. I have used the software application tools listed here to create authored native files documenting your technical manual. At your request, these same native files can be converted and delivered to your customers as a PDF copy. The following resource documents are used as editorial guidelines to ensure your technical manual complies with your quality brand and customer requirements as identified in your contract. The 3D sample illustration shown here was extracted from the following list of engineering drawing applications. However, I will use the desktop graphic tools listed here to transform the engineering model to reflect views that support the presentation of document information as shown in your technical manual. Before your technical manual is submitted to your subject matter experts for validation and your customer for acceptance, the completed technical manual will be inspected and edited to ensure content accuracy, clarity, and compliance to your brand presentation. This document development process flowchart shown here delineates the classical steps I will use to develop your technical manuals, and the subsequent operations model diagram shown here approximates the business environment in which your document development process is rendered. The technical manuals shown here, consisting of operations procedures manuals, maintenance manuals, training manuals, manufacturing instruction documents, along with their technical specifications. These are examples of the various types of technical manuals I have delivered using the popular desktop authoring software tools. As illustrated by the piles of folders shown here, these folders may represent your non-structured paper-based Word files that are not document controlled, and your company plans to convert the content of these folders to a more useful format. In this event, I can convert your company's non-structured Word files into consistently structured Word files. Or perhaps your company may opt to convert your Word files into a topic-structured FrameMaker file to be translated, revised, and delivered to an online platform. Now that I've completed a working definition of the technical writer, now let me explain the role of a code writer. The focus of the code writer is to use a simple text editor or IDE tool to create technical content using structured coded tag elements that support the client-side environment of documenting representing the Internet of Things. As your code writer, based on your engineering data and business rules, I will provide content, illustrations, and structure to your data elements. Under this rubric of the Internet of Things, I will develop and deliver client-side data modules as standalone, reusable, and repurposed data elements contained within your common source database. Just like the technical writer, the code writer analyzes the document element schema and authoring protocols listed here to ensure the quality of content being generated is accurate and is structured for inclusion into your CSDB for reuse and repurpose. The list shown here represents the code authoring tools I've used to develop valid and well-formed data modules and may be stored into a common source database or integrated in an online dynamic help website. To ensure that your authoring subject matter experts are writing content for the assigned data modules, I will support their focus by explaining the application and the use of the tools and metadata attributes listed here. To develop illustrations for your data module, I will convert your native engineering files into CGN illustrations compatible to support hyperlinking to your data module. These tailored illustrations are assigned illustration control numbers or ICNs referenced to your data module code. In this regard, depending on the requirements of your data structure and business rules or BRECs, I will add callouts, tools, and hand artifacts as required for the purpose of clarifying and supporting the relevant data modules, maintenance, description, or training. I will validate your data module code structure using your apply DTD, EDD, or schema before your data instance submission. In addition, I will ensure that document syntax is well formed by verifying that your data is parsed through your IDE authoring software. Your data module development often begins with understanding and documenting the various layers of your business rule exchange protocol, commonly referred to as your BRECs. Once your BRECs rules are established and your data modules metadata consisting of SNS, DMC, and ICN values, when they are assigned, your authors are ready to create data modules to reflect the objects of your document project. These data modules are then entered into your CSDB. Once your CSDB has been populated with your data modules, your schema or style sheet is selected to output content to support your document's instance of either items, training modules, data modules, or electronic PDFs. The following structured coded documents have been authored and edited using an integrated development environment tool by inserting XML, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SGML tags to identify content and to establish structure for transformation and reusability of each data module developed. In addition to authoring technical manuals and writing coded structured documents using tags for the Internet of Things, let me briefly demonstrate how I will support the document development associated with the following specialized disciplines of instructional design, manufacturing production documents. In addition to authoring technical manuals and writing coded structured documents using tags for working in the capacity as a training specialist, I will use the gap analysis to understand your training requirements. I will interview your company's human resource director, training manager, and your subject matter experts to find out in detail your training requirements. After my gap analysis and training assessments, I will develop the training artifacts shown here. These artifacts may consist not only of training materials or training manuals, but PowerPoint presentations, job aids, but also DVDs that can be integrated as e-learning courseware into your learning management system. Working in the capacity of a production planner, I will interface with manufacturing engineering and MRB to incorporate red-line corrections to specifications, tests, and quality reports. I will interface and interview with the Material Review Board Assessment, Production Control Department, Manufacturing Engineering, and Process Planning to create your manufacturing production documents. These production planning documents may include style guides, templates, and manufacturing or assembly operation work instructions featuring well-placed graphics icons and symbols, adding document clarity to enhance readability. Also, working in the capacity as your proposal facilitator, I can orchestrate the development of various features of your executive section and technical section of your equipment or service proposals. In this regard, I will base the inputs of the proposal, the technical section, on contributors listed here. I will then edit and integrate the comments of the contributors to create the proposals listed here. In concert with the airborne specifications shown here, I will author the supporting safety and software configuration documents listed. To accomplish this, I will interview your software designer, quality assurance director, test manager to ascertain and to document software performance requirements and achievements. From the data gleaned from your software subject matter experts, I will develop the software documentation listed here based on your calculated level of risk. I have successfully authored technical manuals for the companies listed here. I look forward to apply my technical writing and code writing skills to author critical documents for your company's contract document requirements. I invite your document stakeholders to share your requirements and schedules with me so that I can purpose an effective and economic construction plan to develop documents for your delivery. I guarantee my proposed solutions will add not only to your bottom line, but also to the quality of your brand. Again, my name is Gary Justice, and I'm a technical writing specialist with the Technical Publishing Associates firm, also known as TPA. I want to thank you for viewing this brief presentation. TPA is committed to continuous improvement by adding value to every document or data module we author. Give me the opportunity to discuss how I will develop content for your documents and to your common source database. I am just a phone call or a mouse click away. Call me today.